What's up everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with a video trying out some new products that I have accumulated. As you guys can see by the thumbnail, you can kind of decipher what I have to try in this video. A lot of these products I've used before, and so I'm recircling around to try them again. But some of these products is going to be a first impressions. I'm excited to try out all these new products. I'm not going to hold you guys on the intro. I will talk about each item as I get to it in the video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I want to try this Fenty eye primer again today. I'm gonna tap a bit of this on my eyelid. I can feel the stickiness of it with it just sitting on top. And I'm just gonna blend this out. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to be playing in the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade palette. I actually ordered this a while ago, but I never got around to making a video with it, so I figured I would play with it today. So first, I want to set my eyeshadow primer, so I'm going to dip into the color Nude Tea. And this is a Wayne Goss number 18 brush. I'm going to brush this color all over the lid to set that primer. Same brush, and I'm going to dip into the color Sweet Tea. I'm going to take this color. Ooh, that is so pigmented. I'm going to take this right in my crease. I wanted this to be just a light transition color. Psych! This is so pigmented. Oh my goodness. Wow. It looks orange in the palette, but it kind of looks like a muted orange. On my eye, it's like vibrant orange. Next, taking a flat shader brush. This is a MAC 242. I'm going to dip into the color Lemon Soda. Right on my inner corner, I'm going to tap this color and bring it over. I've been staring at this palette for like 2 minutes. I just don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with this palette because I just don't think the colors go together. I guess I'll go in next with the same brush in the color Pink Lemonade. This shade is very hard pressed in the pan. So this palette did get recalled because several people were complaining about this issue. And Pink Lemonade for me, like, not easily coming up. I'm having to pretty much break the eyeshadow to get pigmentation. But with what I am able to get, I'm going to press this next to that yellow and meet it right on the edge of where that crease color is. I'm not going to take it above my crease, and I'm not going to cover up my inner tear duct color. I'm just going to tap it on the edge, and I'm scraping the eyeshadow up, trying to get a little bit of pigmentation, but I see why it got recalled. Same brush, and I'm going to take the color Strawberry. This color seems like it did come up a little bit easier. I'm going to tap this right next to Pink Lemonade. Tap, 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 tap. This color comes up better, but it's very gritty. So here's what I got. A lot of fallout, but I'm going to go ahead and clean up this area with my concealer. And I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And today I'm using the color Warm Sand. I already did an entire video about these concealers, and I still love them. The formula is so nice. It gives such a pretty finish. Adds some dimension to the face, baby. Woo! She's fragranced. This Huda Beauty powder is so strongly fragranced. You know how like Tiana Taylor, it's supposed to make me sneeze. You know how like Tiana Taylor says, I see you, Petunia. I smell you, Petunia. This smells like some flowers, straight up. So I'm going to use a Sigma sponge, the one that has like the angles. And I'm going to bake under my eyes with this powder. Oh no. Oh, okay. Mission abort, mission abort, mission abort. It looks like I just crumbled up some banana bread underneath my eye. Okay, hold on. Maybe that sponge was too wet. I've never had a loose powder smell like that. Like, ever. I'm just gonna dip some out. Because, oh my god, it's like in my nose. My nose is literally itching. I'm gonna try this again with my beauty blender. She says bake, we're gonna bake. So I'm going to switch to a brush. This is the Sigma F37 Spotlight Duster. We're going to bake. Because Huda calls this baking powder. Oh my god, it's so strong. Oh my god. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even being shady. Oh my god, this is strong. Okay. Gonna sit this right here, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and bronze using my favorite bronzer, one of them anyways, by Hourglass. Back with the a little bit of this Huda powder underneath that bronze. This powder has to get off my face right now, so I cannot take this off. I'm gonna set my entire face with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, my favorite powder. I'm gonna go ahead and do some eyeliner. I got a sample, a deluxe sample of the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner, and this one is in the color Cause I'm Black. When I saw that they had this on Sephora, I'm like, yes, this is a way for me to try it at home without investing. Make sure you stay on the lookout for those codes and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna do like a little something. I'm not sure like how I want my wing to look today. Very sharp but sturdy applicator, and it feels comfortable to use. Sometimes when the applicator is too sharp, like it stabs you and it hurts, but this one feels pretty decent. Oh, there she goes. I have the most sensitive eyes. My eyes do not like this eyeliner. Like, it has done this like 3 or 4 times, and I keep trying to fix it, but every time I put the eyeliner back, it's like it just transfers up. It's like not doing anything to the left eye, but my right eye just does not like this formula, so probably won't be using that. I'm gonna go ahead and do some mascara. This is a sample that I got of the Milk Makeup Kush mascara, and I've actually really been liking this. It is like a very rich formula. It gives my lashes volume, because I don't have enough of it. I'm gonna go in with my Natasha Denona highlighter. This one is the Super Glow highlighter. I have the medium one, 02. Okay. This is very icy, hypey. This is so icy on my complexion. I mean, it's smooth, but I don't think I like this color on my complexion. I can see this looking good on somebody that's lighter, that has a cooler undertone. I think that this won't look right just by itself. It's definitely blinding for sure, but the color is too cool toned for my personal preference. I'm gonna do like a warmer toned blush. This is NARS Gina. Tone that down. I think my eyes have had enough time to calm down, so I'm gonna go back to them, and back with my pencil brush, I'm going to take the color, I'm scared, Lemon Soda, and I'm gonna put it on my inner corner on the bottom. I really need to play it safe, so on the rest of the lower lash line, I'm gonna take that orange Sweet Tea all across the lower lash line and make sure to connect it to the top. Lashes are secured. I'm gonna go ahead and add some lip liner. This is MAC Oak. It's really light, but it gives me definition. And now I have one of the new Bite Beauty lippies. These are called the French Press Lip Glosses, and I have the color Vanilla Latte. So cute. Oh my gosh, and these smell like coffee. Not like whack coffee, but like real coffee. Like coffee your daddy drinks. Coffee. Ooh. I might need a darker lip liner. Let's do Cork by MAC, because I'm playing. That looks better. Okay. Almost done. I'm going to do some Fix Plus today. OG. Here's the final look. So let's do an overview of all the products that I used on my face for this video. So... the Briana eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna go ahead and say I like this. Just like I thought when I initially used it, I really only like this for shimmering eyeshadows. Matte eyeshadows, it's too hard to blend over it. So what I would do is use my regular eyeshadow primer, set it, and then whenever you get to the lid part and you're using your shimmery eyeshadows, break this bad boy out. I like that it's so sticky. It's gonna help the shimmery particles adhere to your eye a little bit better, and because it's so sticky, it intensifies them slightly. As far as the eyeliner goes, pass. I like how detailed the applicator is. It's very sturdy but yet flexible at the same time, but this formula does not agree with me. It made my eyes water several times. You guys did not see the struggle off camera. I had to redo my inner corner on my right eye at least 4 or 5 times. I'm not even kidding. I think that this is an irritant for me. It bleeds, and so I think that it takes too long to dry down, and then it starts bleeding into my eye, and then my eyes start watering, and then it starts ruining all my work. So I'm gonna go ahead and say pass on this. But the name though, Cause I'm Black, I think that, you know, it's for the culture. Kush mascara. I've really liked this mascara. I did not purchase it when I first heard about it because I thought it sounded a little bit gimmicky, I'm not gonna lie, but it actually is a really nice formula. It makes my eyelashes flutter and I like it. I'll probably get a full size of this mascara. It is a heavier formula, so if you're a person who has a lot of lashes, you don't really need the volume, any added weight is just gonna weigh you down, skip. But if you're like me, regular, degular, schmegular type lashes, and you can add a little bit of weight on there and it's not gonna do anything, go ahead and do it. I like it. But as far as this eyeshadow palette goes, I already know that she's going to be following up, giving us a reformulated, better quality eyeshadow palette. For me, it's not even just the formula, it's the literal color palette. I mean, looking at this, I cannot think of 2 eyeshadow looks that I would want to do with just this eyeshadow palette alone. Now, some of these colors will look good in conjunction with other colors, but just me using this palette, nothing jumps out to me as far as a look goes. It really doesn't happen to me. Normally I can think of different ways that I want to use colors and, you know, just come up with different creative looks. And for me, I just feel like these colors are not cohesive. I don't think they go together. She could have easily called this the sweet tea palette or like the tea palette and given us different names with tea, because to me this does not scream lemonade. If you guys want me to film a video with that updated eyeshadow palette, let me know. You guys, I've talked about this several times now on my channel. The Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer, bomb. This powder. Let's go ahead and touch on the controversy of it. Honestly, the entire concept, to me, she took it from the Beauty Bakery. Like, there's no denying that. The marketing aspect of it, it looks the same. She has the same color palette. She has the same imagery. She has like the same name types. Now, as far as her packaging and just what her products looks like, to me, it doesn't look the same. But the names of it, I mean, it's like, this does not even ring true to her brand and what she's been doing thus far. Not saying you have to be married to a certain aesthetic for your brand. There's no new idea under the sun. Everything has already been done before, but there's a certain respect level that you need to have within the same industry. To me, it's the difference between taking a broad idea and grabbing inspiration from it versus taking a specific idea and recopying it and changing it just enough for it to fit you, so you can say, oh, it's not the same, or oh, I didn't know about that. And not saying that Beauty Bakery created dessert themed makeup or like food themed makeup, because definitely other brands have ventured into that before. They're the brand that has centered their brand on that. And so the fact that the powders are so closely named, that's kind of where the problem lies. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are on that. Moving away from that controversial topic, let's talk about the product in and of itself. This powder smells so strong. It was almost unbearable for me at certain points. I am very sensitive to smells. This powder is highly fragranced. The actual product, baby, is smooth. Take away the smell, take away the controversy. The powder is smooth. I wish she would take away the fragrance because I don't think it's needed. It looks good. It looks smooth. It doesn't look dry. That powder didn't catch. I mean, it's super finely milled, and I even like the color. I know that there are a lot of different colors of this. I have the color Banana Bread, and I feel like it really matches my complexion well. The Natasha Denona Super Glow Powder, I'm not gonna say you need the powder. You guys know I am a diehard Natasha Denona fan. I have the one in the color medium, and this one, to me, it doesn't look like how it looks in the pan. It's almost more neutral, but then when I put it on my face, it gives more of a silver cast. I don't like that. I have a very strong golden undertone, and sometimes silver on me can be too stark. It definitely works. I made it work with my makeup, but the formula of it isn't bad. I'm gonna say that truly medium skin tones would like this color. This Bite Beauty lip gloss. I really like the color that I have. This one is in the color Vanilla Latte. It's that really pretty, like, kind of golden light nude color. I love colors like this. I love the fact that it smells straight like coffee. Not like French vanilla coffee, not like caramel macchiato coffee, but like black coffee. I love that about it. I know so many people like hate coffee breath, but I mean, this ain't coffee breath, it's coffee lips. I'm like, oh my gosh, how come nobody came out with this before? Because I love the way coffee smells. Even though I don't drink my coffee black, I like to smell it like that. The formula of this is a little bit thinner. I will say that this is more so for layering than anything. I wear it with a lip liner, so you can definitely make it work to wear it by itself, but overall you're gonna need a product underneath it because it's a topper gloss. Let me know what you guys' favorite thing is that I tried in this video down in the comments section. If you have not already, make sure to give this video a like. Make sure you subscribe as well, and I will talk to you guys in my very next video. Smooches. Bye.